I think it's safe to say that we all know a creator who loves exposing people's private lives. They buy background checks, they air out court cases, and they drag family secrets onto YouTube just like it's another form of entertainment. But what happens when the Doxxer gets doxxed? I'm talking about when someone finally fights fire with fire, and the same creator who's been humiliating everyone else has their own skeletons dragged into the light. Today, we're breaking down what happens when those tables turn and why creators like, let's call her CC, usually have the darkest past of them all.
Yeah, I wanted a consultation with you today because somebody's pressing charges against me saying that I doxed them.
Okay, what's the evidence?
Well, the prosecutor came to me asking, is this you? And they had copies of my screenshots from my Twitter showing that I post somebody's address.
Well, did you?
And did, but that's not illegal because I just posted their address, which is publicly available information.
Oh, that's
not what?
Well, that's not exactly
because
how that
I felt like it. Like, why do I need a reason? I can post whatever I want to post on my page, correct?
That's probably not how the prosecution will see it because I'm looking at your account. It looks like you posted the person's address because they made a video negatively about your favorite celebrity.
Okay, so
among other things, when you post someone's address with what is called malicious intent,
I mean, I didn't post it with malicious intent. I just posted it because I felt like, and like I said, it's publicly available information.
Did you say, and I quote, stupid B word, never speak on my favorite celebrity again, or I will pull up to your house with non-malicious intent as well?
Well, maybe I see
jail,
what you mean.
Welcome back to Voice and Value, and if you're new here, go ahead and get comfy, but first hit that like button because today we're saying the quiet part out loud. Dox me, and you just might F around and find out. In YouTube's current climate, doing commentary is no longer just about giving opinions. For some creators, it's about being dominant through exposure. Instead of saying, I disagree with your viewpoint or opinion, they go pull up your government name, your criminal record, your financial struggles, and turn it into a whole live stream spectacle. Like what? There's one creator who represents this style, and we'll call that someone CC. CC has gained traction by targeting anyone who disagrees with her or challenges her favorite influencers. And how does she do it? Well, not with conversation, and not with a speck of evidence, but with public humiliation online. CC has built an entire brand around doxing. She uncovers creators' identities, purchases background checks, broadcasts criminal records, bankruptcies, divorces, unflattering photos, you name it. In essence, what she does is she turns people's lowest moments into viral content. And the wildest part of all this is she gets paid for it. I'm talking about full social media monetization. Audiences tune in, not for the truth, but for all the mess, for the dragging. They send validation in a form of cash apps and super chats, rewarding CC every time she drags someone new. On the surface, it looks like power, right? It looks like control. But the truth is, people who live by exposure will often end up being exposed themselves. Well, because karma is why. Here's where the story gets interesting. At some point, another creator decides to fight fire with fire. They turn the radar back on to CC. And what do they find? Hell, her background is worse than the people she's been dragging. The very criminal history, court battles, and family structures that she's laughed at about others. She's lived them all herself. Ain't that a kick in the head? And just like that, the tables flip. The big bad bully becomes the exposed. The victim, if you will. Now let's talk about why this happens so often with people like CC. Well, the short answer is projection. Projection is when someone takes the parts of themselves that they can't face, their flaws, their mistakes, and, Lord, their insecurities, And they attack those same things in other people. Think about it. If Cece has a history of financial struggle, she'll laugh the loudest when exposing someone's bankruptcy. If Cece has a criminal record, she'll be the first to shine a light on someone else's mugshot. If Cece's relationship is messy, she'll obsess over somebody else's divorce. It's not about the other person. No, instead it's about her reflecting her own shame onto other people, hoping nobody notices what she's hiding. But wait, the internet has a way of evening the score. And when someone finally digs into her history, all that projection comes crashing back. So what happens when a creator like Cece gets exposed? Well, first there's a loss of credibility, even if the loyal followers continue following. But the mask has slipped. People see that she's not the moral authority that she pretended to be. She's just as flawed, if not more, than the very people that she's been dragging. And there will be some community turnaround. Some of her audience will start to question, well, wait a minute. So everything you clown these other people for, you've been doing that too? That doubt will spread fast. And the trust she built on mess begins to crumble. But don't get your hopes up too high, because the very people who's been cheering for this kind of mess, they themselves lack integrity and will stick around because, well, things just got messier. They don't care who's the target. They're just feeding off of the drama. And there will be escalation. Instead of reflecting, people like Cece will usually double down. At first, she'll try to attack harder, lash out more, if that's possible, or she'll even try to shift the blame. Except now, the receipts ain't in her favor. And you can expect there to be legal and real-life consequences. The more she's exposed, the more legal she might face. Because all that stalking, harassment, and online bullying, it leaves paper trails, baby. Then the Doxxer is revealed as the problem. There may be platform strikes, anything could follow. And you want to know what's ironic? Creators like Cece will be bold enough to seek help from law enforcement because someone doxed her. You can't make this stuff up. Now, I want to give a bit of caution to the viewers. Fighting fire with fire might feel good, but it comes with risks too. Yes, exposing Cece shows the hypocrisy. Yes, it feels like justice when the tables turn, but it also keeps the cycle of doxing alive. It means everybody's hands get dirty, and no one wins in the long run. Because once doxing becomes the weapon of choice, it's only a matter of time before everybody gets hit. Nobody's safe. Hide your kids, hide your damn dog. So what can we learn from creators like Cece? That projection is real. The loudest accusers usually have the most to hide. When someone obsesses over exposing other people, ask yourself, what skeletons are they hiding? Power built on humiliation will always collapse. Audiences might reward the mess today, but tomorrow that same audience will turn on you. What you use to destroy other people will eventually destroy you. So you have to protect your own peace. Instead of playing the same game, focus on securing your personal information. Document the harassment, but respond with wisdom. Don't let a toxic creator drag you into their mud pit. Now, some of y'all like rolling around in the mud, and I ain't here to judge, because sometimes you gotta take one for the team. But know that doing this is only going to keep the game going. And you never know just how far someone will go to get payback for your payback. Jesus, toma el volante. So please, arm yourself with knowledge about the laws. but you should also be taking online security measures. You can pay a small fee to protect your online identity and information from fraud, scammers, and yes, doxers too. At the end of the day, CC represents a warning. The internet might make it easy to play exposer, but life has a way of flipping the script. The same skeletons that you laugh at in others could one day become crashing out of your own closet. When the doxer gets doxed, what's left? A legacy of hypocrisy, humiliation, and ultimately regret. But for those of us who choose peace, who choose integrity, and who also choose to build instead of destroying, our reputations last longer than any live stream. So if you ever run across a creator like CC, I want you to remember this. Don't get caught up in the cycle. Don't match their energy. Protect your information, protect your peace, and know this, people who live by exposure will eventually get exposed. And when they do, the truth speaks louder than any background check. So if today's breakdown helped you see online drama in a new light, I want you to hit that like button, comment down below, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more conversations that protect your peace while keeping it a buck. So until next time, stay safe, stay grounded, and never let anyone rent space in your head for free.
You're toxic. You're crazy. But guess what? I never been big wrong.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.